I want to have a talk with you guys. I cover many games. I play HSR, WuWa, ZZZero, and NIKKE, all pretty consistently. But I have certain feelings for every game that I just want to talk about with you guys. And since everyone online seems to be doing that in a higher caliber, so if you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to like the video and subscribe for more Gacha Gaming content. Now, let's have a chat. So, ZZZero and Wuthering Waves have been competing for quite some time now. The arguments have been about game quality, game difficulty, game mechanics, etc. Now don't get it twisted, these games are two completely different games, but here's why that's okay. Lots of people in the gacha space aren't exactly looking for much challenge, which is why they come to Hoyoverse games. Hoyoverse has a variety of games with lower difficulties that are for the people that don't like really hard games. People come to WuWa nowadays for a big challenge. They come for not just the quality, but the challenge that's awaiting for them. Now, which one do I like more? Well, neither. Yeah, you heard me. ZZZero and WuWa are completely equal to me. I played ZZZero a lot since release, but that's only because of it being a new release. I still logged into Wuthering Waves every day at least once, and it got more and more so when I started completing everything in ZZZero. So now I log into every game I play, including those two pretty equally. To an extent. You see, for me, ZZZero and Wuthering Waves are probably my two favorite games right now. They have my favorite mechanics and my favorite gameplay out of any gacha game I've ever played. But Wuthering Waves does one thing better. They're meta. Meta in gacha games are one of the biggest things about gacha games. It's where certain characters are strong or you lose. Meanwhile, in Wuthering Waves, even if you don't have a meta character, you just gotta rely on your skill. People have beaten endgame content and like very hard content with level 1 Shishias, which is a starting unit. All because they had the skill to do so. Now, I suck at Wuthering Waves. The only hologram I beat easily was the Crownless, and the only reason why is because the Crownless is a glass cannon auto parry. He can't be struggled on even if you try. Now, for ZZZero, every Hoyoverse game goes the route of requiring a certain character or you automatically lose. They do meta terribly, and that's one of the fears I have for ZZZero. Because here's the thing, Wuthering Waves has made shitty 4 stars the stars of the show for certain characters. Yinwu is the example I constantly use because he was brought to light by Jin Shi, one of the best DPSs in the game right now. No Hoyoverse game has ever done anything like that. But one thing Hoyoverse has done correctly was making the gameplay my difficulty. In Hoyoverse games, they make the difficulty just hard enough to where I feel good playing the game, not that I feel like shit playing WuWa, but Hoyoverse games always have this tendency to make me feel great while playing their games. Bottom line is this though, Wuthering Waves and ZZZero are meant for different audiences. Whenever I feel like challenging myself, I'll go to WuWa. Whenever I feel like playing a balanced difficulty, I'll go to ZZZero. No in between, no ifs, ands, or buts. That's how it is. No game is better because it's challenging, and no game is better because it's not. It all comes down to the preference of the consumer. Now let's talk about Honkai Star. Honkai Star Rail, my first gacha addiction that has lasted me up until now. Gives me the motivation to log in every day due to the simple fact I can't leave this game. It inspired many gacha games to practice generosity and has inspired me to pick up content creation. I have to thank this game for a lot of things. But unfortunately, HSR has been slowing down in terms of updates. It's been dry patch after dry patch with super break unit after super break unit, and I have been sick of it. I don't cover HSR much anymore due to other gacha games catching my eye more. The games I play now don't have any meta issues, meanwhile the one game just so happens to be following that formula. 2AT. Now, here's a $1 million question. Which one do you think is going to be more fun to me? The games that are meta-flooded, or the games that are? And HSR isn't even going after a unique meta anymore. It's either you get a follow-up attacker or a super breaker. Acheron was at least unique with their ultimate system, but I don't think we're getting an Acheron for a while. And don't you say Fei Xiao because guess what? Her bar relies on regular baby bitch attacks. But yeah, HSR has just been losing my interest little by little. One day I might break my locking streak of over a year just because I'm getting sick of this cycle. But let's talk about one of the games that cleanses my palate, NIKKE. NIKKE was a huge change of pace for me when I started it. It was a gacha shooter game, something I literally never expected, and it helped me hit clips in other games I play. The story was pretty good, and the grind was extremely straightforward. Recently, I even had the honor of obtaining my favorite character, which made my day. But if I were to talk about NIKKE, I have to talk about Blue Archive, because this is what really made me like NIKKE. I used to be a chronic Blue Archive player. Level 47 Sensei rank if I recall, tons of 3-star units, some being upgraded to 4 stars, you get the idea. But I never spent money. But what's Blue Archive known for? Lolly-baiting, and I wasn't there for the lolly-bait. I was there for the unique playstyle. You see, Blue Archive is also similar to Cookie Run as it is to NIKKE as well. Shooter concept, God's Eye view type of battle, etc. But one of the biggest flaws of Blue Archive was the fact that the company that owns it, Nexus, are sacks of shit, and the game gets more and more impossible as you play, even if you have your characters at the sufficient levels. But here's how NIKKE did what Blue Archive couldn't. First of all, they're way more generous than Nexus. Second of all, the level limits aren't even an issue sometimes since the grind for more levels isn't even that hard. And third of all, the gameplay is so much better than Blue Archive. I dropped Blue Archive because I got bored, but I started realizing how shit the game truly was when I started playing NIKKE. Shift Up was literally doing everything Blue Archive did, but better. But that's not what this video is exactly about. So, even though NIKKE isn't the most popular gacha game right now, why do I still play it? Well, like I said, it cleanses my palate and it also acts as my aim trainer. It's something I come back to whenever the gacha games I'm playing are slowing down in the constant sense. So I come to NIKKE as an extra backup source of entertainment. It has worked since I started the game. But all this talk about meta for these games, meanwhile I never mentioned NIKKE's meta. Well, it's simple, you get better over time. One of the first units I got was an S tier unit that was S tier in the meta. I used it for about a month, then my units just got better and better, and now I'm running my favorite team. NIKKE's meta is always unique and always changing. So now I'm at a point where I'm playing whatever character I want, and I pull for whatever character I want, without any consequences in the slightest. But since we're nearing the end of the video, let's wrap this up. Gacha games have always been fun to play. I can't deny it, they have been. I've been having so much fun playing them, but I constantly see people bitching online about how this game is better or this game is worse. Meanwhile, I'm playing every game they mentioned. Okay, anyways, never let the idiots online tell you what games to play. You play what you want for your own reason. Not for anyone else's, but yourself. But yeah, that's about it for today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to like the video and subscribe for more Gacha Gaming content. We're trying to reach 500 subscribers by the end of the summer, so subscribe to make that possible. Comment down below where we'll see next and check out my community tab for updates and polls on up-and-coming videos. Be sure to also check out my Twitter. I shit post, reply to my favorite creators, and some dumbasses, so check that out as well. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video.